Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Here's the handoff. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
2nd down now after the sack. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense drags him down. Georgia going up tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. He unleashes a long one. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the
throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll leave it with him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. To the ground with the back. At the 45 on its way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right.
Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Using the quick game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll try the run. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's going to pass. It's complete to the left. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played, so expect it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Going for it all. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Clemson jumps to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Clemson!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On second down, he'll fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Gets it out quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensive. We've seen him do this. We've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
To the air, it's Moffitt. He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. For the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Stands in and takes the hit. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the stakes.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming.
Georgia 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Scanning the field, it's Moffitt. Floats it out in space. They will score! Touchdown, Dogs! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
Now, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get them the ball back.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. The snap sets up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Moffitt. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Gets it out fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll just down it right there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Moffitt. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.